All right, hey everybody, it's me. May not recognize me from the fact that we have a brand new overlay, and testing these overlays out. They are not professionally made. They are just me playing around in a brand new, uh, uh, damn it, photo editor. That's what I'm trying to get at. So basically, just playing around, seeing what I can make, kind of thing. Wasn't sure quite what I was doing, but I kind of like the results, so maybe we'll keep it, maybe we won't. But today, we're going to be looking at some stuff to do with what's coming in this week on the JP side, what I think Elena's expected impact is, the banners that are coming up for Elena, which might be interesting for global players, and last but not least, 6-star weapons. Do they make runes worthless? No. All right, but I do want to talk a little bit more about it because it was something I brought up during my chat with Diggs, and I feel like some people took away the wrong impression maybe from it a little bit, but you know, we'll get there. So first of all, talking points. What's coming up this week on the JP side? Well, all the globalers know it at this point. It's Elana. Elana is coming up. We have a new arena map. We have no story update, although we have a new piece of equipment, the Jewel Belt, which I don't think is... by the way, remember that this is the April 1st update, so people beware of jokes and whatnot. Anyway, new piece of equipment, don't know what it'll do, but if I had to guess, it's probably something to do with Elana, and I don't think it's available on global, but if I did miss it, apologies. Next up, we do have Elana herself, and so far on the JP side, as far as I know, she has no discernible upgrades from what global currently has. She has basically all the same attacks, probably the same modifiers. She even has the same master ability. I'm expecting her vision card to come the following week. I don't think that there'll be any difference there. The only thing is that Elana is a permanent character on the JP side, where I think on global she's time limited. So, one situation, you know, JP gets treated pretty badly, guys, so don't complain about this. Global, you get a lot of benefits that we not, so, you know, just be thankful for what you do get. There will be a training mission to help build her for people who do get her. As for a new feature, there's going to be the Guild Leader Proxy feature, which I guess is ready, but I'm expecting it to be one of those things that probably will break the game when it launches, and we'll have issues with it because that's the way these things always work, basically. Long story short, potentially your Guild Leader can act as a proxy for your team in battles. I do believe that there are limitations for how much this can be done, and unfortunately that's probably going to be problematic, but it is, I guess, a step in the right direction. It would be nice if maybe we just got a break from guilds battles for a while, but that's not going to happen, we know that much. Host of bug fixes. Next up, getting into the next piece, is banners. So banners on the JP side, first of all, login bonuses, which will to do with banners because there are 5 tickets on here to potentially get Elana off of, some login bonuses, and also some purchasing bonuses too if you want any of that. Should be said before we get too much further, Elana will have a pity of 2,000 coins. How you get those coins will be based off the banners that you decide to go with. Regular banner here is as expected. There's the pity notification right there. Then we have this banner, a 5-step banner where there's a couple of cheap ones that we're looking at in the middle, and then once you get right up to the top, we have a couple guaranteed URs and 40 shards. Maybe this is the way to go. Looks like it does give some coins on the way up, but not a terrible ton of... Well, no, that's fine for coins if you are going for Elana on the JP side. Or if you're willing to be a paid person for Elana, here is the next thing. The Elana rate. These are the regular step-ups on the JP side. 4,500 paid lapis to potentially get the character. as well as 40 shards at the end and 300 coins, potentially getting you on your way to pitying her. There's also the 5 UR banner that will come with, looks like some coins as well as some mind spheres, and last but not least, a chance to get Elana, but the rates on these are pretty bad unless you're lucky, as well as a 5 pulls as another discounted percent chance of potentially getting the character from that as well. Interestingly though, the JP side is seeing a return of the Bahamut banner. Bahamut, I will assume, is going to be getting a pity as well. And, God, not much else to say about this. 9k, you're looking at 4 goes to potentially try and pity this bugger again. I don't know. Just like the Chaos Odin banner, I think that this is not worth doing, which will be something to talk about in another video. Yep, there's the Bahamut pity. And a light banner for vision cards as well, if you want to sink some more your hard-earned resources into. Alright, from there we just have a bunch of shop details, and I don't think there'll be anything too amazing in those shop details. As for Elena's impact on JP, I understand what a lot of people are telling me. A lot of people are telling me that, hey, Umbra, this is going to be the most monumental thing that's ever come to the JP side. And I do partially agree. I do think that Elana will have an impact on the meta. She will mark the return of a lot of light, but there are more advanced dark characters. There's also the Anima summon on the JP side. And more than that, there is just other strong elements right now with potentially good accuracy. Both water and wind, I think, will potentially be able to put up a pretty big fight, as Astoria is just pretty strong in powering the water element, and with all these kind of powering the wind element with June. We'll see what happens though once she is released. I'm not expecting it to be a complete trolling of our meta, because characters are usually not that strong. And if it is, well, there's a 2.5 anniversary banner coming up that will probably have a dark elemental character that'll just completely shut her down, because they're going to sell a global side bet solution. So, of course they are. Alright, so now, just looking back, we've talked about all the talking points on the minor stuff, so let's get into the majors. 6-star weapons. Because in my interview with Guild for his special live stream, we talked about 6-star weapons, and something that was talked about with 6-star weapons is I think some people have gotten the idea that they make runes completely worthless, and that's not what, or maybe I misspoke at some points to give the wrong idea. 6-star weapons do not invalidate runes. The major issue with runes was the fact that JP players kind of killed themselves to build specific runes, specific damage cap ups for certain things. We're talking about, what else? Evasion, or all these kind of different runes that they spent a lot of resources trying to build a pink thing for specific character. And here comes the 6-star weapons, and some of the 6-star weapons just have what are basically incredibly high runes. Not as much as high runes, like for instance my O's katana for Astoria. There's no way that a 6-star weapon will beat this, not even close. It has way too much benefits for it to be close to that. But for characters that you maybe want a piece of armor or an accessory TMR on it, such as bells, whatnot, 6-star weapons are really, really, really great for giving you a doesn't feel quite as bad. And again, those damage cap increases are very valuable for specific modes. So I think that you should be very, very careful as to what you think about 6-star weapons. They don't invalidate runes. It's just you have to be very, very careful about what you are building for your runes, because runes are expensive. They cost a lot of stamina, a lot of gold, and it adds up the more mistakes you make and the more resources you potentially spend, unless you're a whale, in which case this video isn't for you probably. But you look at, for example, Titus's weapon, which this is a 6-star weapon because originally it was a, just a regular weapon. Now it's a +1. This has gotten a pretty damn big power boost of water attack up, for Titus. And this is almost essential if you have any intention of using Titus in the future. And water is a good element, so I definitely intend it. So this was a great 6-star weapon to build. However, my Astoria with his Katana TMR again. Not even close as to how good that thing is. So yeah, not really, I guess, as long of a talking point here, but I just really want to make sure that people understand. 6-star weapons do not invalidate runes. They do not make your rune builds obsolete. They make your runes potentially bad investments, though, if you invest in the wrong things. So be very careful what you invest in and how much time you try min-maxing this stuff. Because, if a 6-star weapon comes out in the future that gives just a ton of evasion, and you've spent 38, 39, 72 rerolls, 100 rerolls trying to build the perfect rune for a piece of equipment, or just spent, all that gold, all that time farming and everything, and here comes this weapon that's much easier to build, and give you the kind of the same thing you were looking at, maybe not the best investment of your time. And that is finite on this planet. So remember that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next video. And hopefully you liked the layout, which, yeah. Green and purple, I like those two colors. See you next time.